Hello everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood geology professor, and I thought since we were in the minerals chapter that I would take this opportunity to scrounge up some of the minerals that I have hanging around my house to just give you a little bit more information on them. So the first one, or actually first two that I'll talk about are aragonite. That's what you're looking at right now. Look how beautiful it is. Just look at those crystals. So those elements had enough time to grow into these shapes. That's aragonite. It's CaCO3, calcium carbonate. And here is a polymorph of aragonite. And you see the totally different shapes here. This is calcite, aragonite. They are polymorphs of each other because they are made of the same stuff. They have the same chemical composition, but they have a different crystalline structure. And aragonite has this little tendency to do twinning. You see these two crystals here that have grown together? And that happens when there's a mistake that's made in the atoms layering themselves, and the mistake turns out to be a beautiful one. So aragonite is more soluble than calcite is. Both of them will fizz in the presence of acid. I'll show you that in a minute. But aragonite is more soluble, and the reason I bring that up, and that's not ears on that one, I just kind of had those laid out like that. Aragonite is more soluble. So some sea critters make their shells out of aragonite. And with ocean acidification becoming more and more of a problem because of global warming, you can understand what will happen to those shells. They get damaged, they're dissolving away, and that's not good. Now, aragonite, if it's heated to 400 degrees Celsius, it will spontaneously convert to calcite if the pressure is not also increased with that temperature. So why do these atoms arrange themselves differently? It all depends on the temperature and pressure and other environmental conditions that they form under. So let's take a look at what happens when we put a drop of acid on the calcite. See that? It's fizzing away. It's dissolving the calcite. And that's what happens. This is how caves are formed. When slightly acidic water reacts with the calcite in limestone, we end up with caves and caverns that form. So same chemical composition, but different crystalline structure.